My tea is so much warmer now and it tastes so much better because it's not so hot. Hey guys, hello beautiful souls. My name is Andrea Denise. Thank you guys for tuning into my channel today. This is going to be a tea and talk. The tea that I'm drinking is by Two Leaves. It is a detox tea. It has hibiscus and ginger in it. For those that follow me on social media, Facebook specifically, or Snapchat, and I will be sure to add all my social media accounts, know that I recently found out that I have sickle cell, or two strands of sickle cell. I don't know how to even explain it, but I have sickle cell, which I knew that I have been being a little bit sicker these past like 6 to 8 months. So since all of that, I have increased my efforts to living a healthy, intentional lifestyle. I've already, prior to that, I was moving to living a better lifestyle. Definitely have been working on being a lot healthier, and definitely working to just continue to be mindful of my body as a temple, and what I put in my body and what I give my body, and how that affects the things that I do, and just making sure that I'm balanced mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, and that my chakra is good and things of that nature. And that all starts with the things that you put in your body. So this is not a health video, I promise you. I am not by any means at all the healthiest person. I promise I'm not, and I probably never will be, but I do like to be mindful with my personal efforts and my wellness journey. So yes, but how are you guys? It is my hope that everyone under the sound of my voice that is watching this video, that you guys are being safe and healthy at home. I can't stress that enough. For our essential workers, I pray and I hope, and like just everything that I want to give you all, I hope that you are safe and taking the appropriate precautions that you need during this pandemic, because to be quite honest, shit is wild. Period. I don't know how to explain it other than that. If you're anything like me, I do wear 2 hats. I'm a career woman and I'm a phenomenal girl boss. I work in the field of education, so things have looked a little bit different for us. And especially on the entrepreneurial aspect of it, things look very, very different. I have been spending the last few years really working to build BBI. BBI stands for Bolden Beauty Industry Network. We are a leading beauty network that is continuing to grow virtually. We have multiple different platforms that highlight the Black aesthetic, beauty, and hair and melanin. We also have and that's called Curlsfroslocs. There's also Studio Glam private label cosmetics. So for those that are interested in starting their own cosmetics line, we offer makeup artists certified, makeup artist approved, FDA. So if that is something that you're interested in, stay tuned, continue to like my channel, follow my journey. Right now, I do not have this pandemic, so that is wild. I definitely worked really, really hard with my team to like rebrand Studio Glam Cosmetics, but that's a whole nother video for a whole nother day. If you want to know more about my journey as becoming a makeup artist, and how I did that and like grew from it to start my own cosmetics line, hit me up. I'm more than happy to talk to you guys about it, but not for today. But under BBI as well is our newest initiative called AzraaNior. It is an urban hipster boutique that is supposed to open here in the next few months. We have had to push it back due to this pandemic, but every day we're working faithfully to kind of get that up. Also provide graphic design services and vendor services for those that are looking for vendors, and that is called the Vendor Goddess. That's a little bit about me, and that's a little bit about BBI and all the great things that we have coming up. So just continue to join me on my journey, and I will continue to bless you guys along the way. But I'm going to take a sip of my tea. What kind of tea do you guys drink? I'm really curious. Because when I go down the tea aisle, y'all, there are so many different types of tea. And I have this unbelievably crazy collection that I'm collecting. So I'm always like, let me try this tea. And this tea is good for this. But this one is really good because it's sweet. So I don't put sugar in my tea for health purposes. Now, if I'm, it's Sunday dinner and we're having fried chicken and mac and cheese and things of that nature, obviously, yes, I'm going to put sugar in my sweet tea. But for health purposes, just to kind of decompress on a daily basis, I don't, because it's just, the health benefits are not really there. But this tea is organic and it has dried fruit, so it's really sweet. I don't know if it's the hibiscus or what, but it's really sweet. So Sundays are usually my plan days. That day works best for me. Usually I like to give myself whatever I need just from being on all week, going and going, whether it's career-wise, whether it's entrepreneurial life. There's always something that needs to be done. Then at the same time, I still have my whole life personally to run. So I need things myself. And I like to use Sunday just for a day to like really balance out my chakra, to zone in spiritually, to kind of like, build and plan for the upcoming week. That is what I like to do. It kind of varies because some days I like to sleep in a little bit. Some days I want to get up. I want to have like a smoothie, or I want to cook a big breakfast. But usually always there's some time in there for me to kind of like meditate, for me to do some yoga, and to really kind of like center myself so that I can really kind of like just be one with my own voice and my own tone and figure out, okay, what is it that I'm working on? What is it that I want to accomplish? What do I want this to look like? Usually after I have quiet time, just as time to kind of like decompress, I have a clear mental space to think. And so I want to encourage you guys to do that too. When you're planning for your business, or you're planning for whatever initiative you got going on that you need to show up and show out for, I want to encourage you before that, take some quiet time to kind of like really zone in and balance back out. Yesterday I spent a lot of time planning out BBI's launch. So, as I shared with you guys, BBI is one brand with 6 pillars underneath of it, and our team has kind of grown. And so 2 platforms that I'm new to, but I've been using that have really been helping me stay organized, that you all may or may not be interested in. One is called Asana. So Asana is like a programming tool. If you're not really like a tech type person, I would recommend possibly, you could probably do Asana in Google Docs, but you're going to have to set it up so that you can like work it. Asana for me and everything that I have going on is working really well. Now, I'm still learning how to use Asana, but it is my hope by the end of the week I have a clear understanding of how to use everything. I have already went on the back end of Asana and like created dashboards. So for those of you all that like, maybe you have brand ambassadors, maybe you have a staff under you, maybe you have an assistant, maybe you have a virtual assistant, whatever that looks like, or maybe you just you're completely like a startup and like it is literally you and your bestie, or you and your cousin, or you and your sister queen, or whoever it is. That's that person that's helping you do everything, whether that's labeling packages or filling orders, or clients, or whatever. You're going to want something so that they can see, so that they know what the goals of the week are. So that's one thing I can say I really like about Asana. And it allows the person that's like in control, or the person that kind of like makes the final decisions, to kind of see productivity. And you can like align like your tasks to be like your calendar. You can make like sales projects. For me, it is working. So if you're interested or want to know how I've been doing it all, it's because someone told me about Asana. I got Asana. I like it, and I will continue to use it. Another tool that I'm learning how to use is called Later. So Later is a scheduling tool to help you schedule all your content for social media. It does a whole bunch of other stuff, I'm sure, but specifically the reason why I am using Later is to schedule social media content so that I or someone else is not spending countless time like posting. Now, if you only have like one social media account, you might not need Later. Or if you are a person that you can go onto Facebook too. So like you might not need to use it. It depends on what your target audience is and who you are trying to get to see and what they need to see when. That is really, really important to remember. So again, for GirlBoss TIP, for those who are trying to figure out who they're highlighting or who their target audience is, you need to figure that out so that you know when to post, what hashtags to use, and things of that nature. So just keep in mind, it's always important to know who your target audience is and what your product is that you're selling to that audience. But yes, so Later is a tool that you can use to schedule things. I'm still getting to know it a little bit. Also still scheduling things myself, and still scheduling things via like your page editor. And we kind of had like, prior to using Later, BBI already had a system of how like we were scheduling content. So trying to transition over has been a growing moment. I'm not going to call it a challenge because I do want to be intentional and speak love with my words, because it's not a challenge. But switching things over from how I have been comfortable doing them all this time is something that I'm going to continue to grow through. So, but as every girl boss knows, we grow through stuff every day. That's what makes us kick-ass girl bosses and female entrepreneurs. So 2 things to look into, Asana and Later. Another thing that is not a scheduling tool, but it is something that I have been using. It is called Linktree. Linktree is something that you're going to continue to see, I believe, more on like Instagram and things of that nature. What it is it's kind of like a landing page. And so for people that do multiple things like myself, someone might want to book me to come speak, or someone might want to come to my page to learn about AzraaNior, or they might want to know about Curlsfroslocs or something of that nature. I don't need to be able to be like, click this link, click that link, click that link. Like, no, I need to be able to say, click this one link, and that one link will break down and take you to exactly where you need to go. Linktree is free. I would recommend at least looking into it for your business, whether you are a stylist and you sell lashes, and then you, I don't know, maybe you sell plates, or you cook food, or you have a food truck on the weekends. Whatever phenomenal things that you've got going, there are ways to put yourself out there in the most professional way. And so Linktree may be an option that's best for you guys. So talked about those things. I feel like I've talked so much. But yes, so another thing that I do when planning out for the week, I like to take some time to manifest what I want that week to look like for me as a woman, and just navigating just life as a young Black female, but also as a woman who wants to be emotionally balanced and intentional, what that looks like career-wise and what that looks like for my business. So I do have a manifestation notebook. This is nothing more than just for manifestation. So